got to start dating these jobs. What exactly did I mean by that? I meant you got to start dating these jobs. You're not planning to be with these jobs forever, right? You're not marrying these jobs. You'll never get rich working a job. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, you're only getting a fraction, a percentage of what the total amount that your boss, the owner, is making. You'll never really get rich off these jobs. Even the people working on Wall Street, making millions of dollars a year, is looking at it like, man, I could do more. I could make more. Or maybe they're just comfortable. You at where you at right now, and you're trying to be somewhere else. So, we gotta start with the basics. First and foremost, you gotta treat these jobs like they're dates. They need you. They're looking to hire somebody. They need someone to fill a position. Yeah, they've got other people doing other things for them, but they need someone for a specific situation, and you can do that for them. You can do that. Now, what you need to do is treat these jobs like you're interviewing them. They need you, not the other way around. This is how you get your confidence up, guys. The number one issue that I have when I'm dealing with clients is confidence on interviews. How do I stay confident? How do I get from not stuttering your words? Guys, you're gonna stutter your words. I stuttered at least 3 times doing this, but it's not about not stuttering. It's about being able to embrace it and use it to your advantage. Now, guys, confidence is a thing that you have to practice every day, just like anything else. If you want to get nice, if you want to be good with it, you have to practice. There's no such thing as perfection. You only get better. Fake it till you make it, guys. Fake it until you make it. And then when you make it, still pretend like you're faking it. Stay hungry. These interviews are not difficult. They're really not. Treat them like they need you and you don't need them. Have that mindset. Have that, well, if you don't take me, somebody else is going to scoop me up. And that's how you got to treat it. You walk into an interview and you start to be desperate. You start to be, oh yeah, I can do whatever you want whenever you need. That's when they start to hit you with the minimum wage. Guys, doesn't matter if minimum wage is $20, $30, $50, $100, $15, whatever the case may be. It's the minimum. Minimum. You know what minimum means, guys? That means the most basic amount, the least I could possibly do. That's how much they think of you when people talk about they want to give minimum wage. Now, I'm not saying, bartenders, waitresses, etc., those people who make tips shouldn't get minimum wage. Of course, get the basic minimum wage. For all these years, you guys have been getting paid less than minimum wage, and then tips is going to basically equal minimum wage. No, because you're making more money on top of minimum wage. I'm talking about the people who work salary, those people who work hourly, and they just do all these responsibilities, and yet you work for minimum wage. There's no place in America where you could work 40 hours on minimum wage and be able to live good. Let's be real. Keep it 100 now. Let's be real. You would have to work at least 80 hours, some places 100 hours, just to be able to live comfortably. That's pay rent, have shit like Netflix, cable if you still got that, paying your car notes, other bills, etc., etc. You already know. Everybody's situation is different. What I'm saying to you is, these jobs are not going to give you what you want. You have to demand it. You have to act like you're on a date. Guys, fellas, my niggas, when you on a date, don't you make it abundantly clear what you after? Even if you want something a little bit after that, we all know, we all guys, we do want that thing. But most of us, that's not all we want. We want that thing in addition to whatever else you bring. And my ladies, listen, when you're on a date with a fella, right? And you know, you over here talking about, oh, you know, he this, that, and the third. You checking to see what else he bring. You're checking to see what else they trying to do for you. Now imagine you go on a date and all they ever say to you is, we're gonna give you that thing. For a lot of fellas, man, that's all I want is that thing. But you know, for after a while, that thing, you're gonna be like, man, that next thing over there looking a little better. I'm being real now, because the new thing is always better than the old thing. That's just how it is. Food always tastes better when you're eating off somebody else's plate, even if you order the same thing. So, ladies, guys, you're on a date, and they'll say like, oh, all I got to offer you is that thing. It's that damn thing. Same thing on the interview. When they hit you with that, all I got to offer you is that paycheck, but I'm hit you with the minimum wage. The minimum amount of that thing that I could give you. You don't feel insulted. Nah, you don't feel insulted. Most of y'all jump at it. You're just like, oh, it's better than nothing. Y'all don't care if it's ugly, if it's stinky. And then y'all work there 2-3 weeks and you're like, man, this ain't what I signed up for. Yes, it was. Yes, the fuck it was. Yes, the fuck it was. Because what happened was, you were so desperate and they took advantage of it. You let them play you. You don't have no confidence in yourself. Confidence literally means trust in yourself. From the Latin word confidere, which means to trust. In yourself. Confidence. That means trusting your abilities. Trusting that, listen, if you ain't gonna give me what I need, the right pay, basic pay, benefits, dental, medical, 401k, stock options, or what have you, whatever the case may be, then what happens? Oh, okay. Then they start to be like, oh, they start to see that you're serious. Some of them might even back off. Some of them might even be like, well, all I got to offer is this minimum amount of. And then you're like, that's not even good, because I can get that anywhere. Ladies, you can walk anywhere and get some of the D. Fellas, come on now. Every woman got that. They born with it. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter. They all got one. So you telling me you accept the minimum wage, what that say about you? If you're saying that you're able to even accept that, you don't even try to negotiate. You know, in a lot of countries, not America, and some places in America too, depending on where you live, you have to negotiate price. And they don't respect you if you don't negotiate price. You gotta negotiate. If they're telling you, yo, this is my basic fee, and you're just hopping on it, come on. Now, I'm just gonna take advantage of you. And those people who work minimum wage jobs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All you get is the basic fee. You get taxed like a motherfucker. And then you're just like, oh man, I don't even get paid that much. It's minimum wage, yet you don't go find another job. Why is that? Because you're motherfucking lazy. But that's it, guys. Have more confidence in yourself. Date these jobs. Treat them like a date. You're the one that they're after. You're not after them. There's always somebody hiring. Talk about that in my next podcast.